I'm Hannah Searles.
I'm Luca,
And we chose to do our gender action project after learning about gender expectations, sexualization, etc. through reading, writing, and watching in our RCG class.
Race, class, and gender.
We've noticed that there's a strong gender bias towards men almost everywhere you go.
We want to bring attention to everyone that women are given less respect in almost all aspects of society because of the gender notions that were set centuries ago.
We realize that there's not gender equality specifically in the workplace, and we think that our data will bring attention to all of those who have not yet noticed.
Enjoy.
So, have you ever felt gender discrimination or bias against your gender in the workforce?
No.
All right. Les?
No.
Yes. Do you have any examples?
I'm a nurse.
Okay.
And from physicians, yes. Biases. Yeah. But it has improved because of the acts of tolerating people, no matter who you are, and treating them with respect and sexual harassment and so forth. But yes, I've had that. But I think, I'm an older person.
Yeah.
So we learn to combat that in our own way by saying iMessages. I really don't like the way you said that to me. Please don't do that again.
Definitely.
Rather than fighting, and because sometimes you didn't have support to get any changes made. So you made them on your own.
Yeah. By yourself.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm in the military, so definitely.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Do you have any examples?
Well, it's about 90% men, so I just went through a training exercise for 6 months that there were 5 females and about 60-something guys. So they're always looking at you, kind of expecting you to be weak and everything.
Yeah. Wow.
In a traditional sense, probably not. But in high school, I worked at an antique store, and friends would come in there and they'd make fun of me because typically a man doesn't work in those stores. So I mean, I'm not bothered by it, but it was a little,
I can't right now. It's not. I can't say like it's a specific situation or something that happened, but it's just kind of like how people come towards you and how they treat you, kind of.
Yeah,
I feel like as a female, I get asked to overcompensate for maybe somebody else's like
Definitely,
what they didn't do.
Do you have any examples?
Yeah, I mean, when I started working, when I got my first job out of college, I was an insurance broker, and insurance is like an old, weird business, and I was friends with a lot of the younger guys who would like kind of be like the older guys' apprentices, like the CEOs, CFOs, and I just got like an insider's ear into a lot of the commentary that would happen on the upper level, and there's just some pretty gross things said about me. Like specifically, I probably shouldn't say them like out loud, but like definitely had to do with like the new hot girl that I want to fuck. Sorry, it's on YouTube.
No, yeah, it's okay.
Or like, the things I could do to Catherine are just like, I couldn't even, and like all this stuff would happen like on the golf course or like at different bars and whatnot, and I wasn't there, but like my friends would tell me, and it was just like gross.
Were you happy that they told you?
Yeah, I mean, it allowed me to see their true colors of my superiors, but it made me like more uncomfortable around them, for sure. And it started happening in a very, like when I started interning, I went to UCLA. Like one of my bosses, I worked in the athletic department, and he would be like, I decided to stop wearing skirts, like pencil skirts, and he like one day asked me, he's like, "Oh, why don't you wear your cute short skirts anymore? Like, I like those are really cute on you."
That's
and
terrible.
I was like, no comment. Like, I'm not here for that. So yeah, those are 2 examples for sure.
Thank you so much.
All right. Have you ever suspected that you haven't gotten a job, promotion, or have had trouble getting a job because of your gender?
Not really.
And
No.
And then
Well,
finally,
that's mainly because most many nurses are women.
Yeah.
However, we have more and more men coming, which we're glad about. But.
I want to say no, but I'm kind of vocal and I make sure I know what I'm talking about.
yeah.
So if they try to, I'll fight for it.
Okay.
So I don't let them give me that chance.
No.
All right.
That's
But you're a man.
I'm a man.
I would say I feel like maybe I didn't get a promotion just because I was female.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, compared to maybe a male that my boss felt was a little bit better equipped than me.
When it's obvious that that it's
Yeah,
not.
when in the end they were kind of like, okay, maybe I could have just gave it to you to do, and it wouldn't have been so much of a problem.
Definitely. Yeah.
I can't say directly. I don't think so. I think maybe I have gotten moved around because someone has maybe wanted me on their team, like the smart, young, cute girl. So it's maybe worked in my favor, as well as like it could maybe behind the doors I could have not overheard conversations that are like, well, maybe we don't take her seriously and we take the counterpart male version of her. We'll move him up. So I don't know. I can't say.
And have you ever noticed a bias towards or against your gender from your boss, coworkers, etc.?
I haven't.
All right. Thank you.
No, my work is primarily female, so I guess it's a little different.
Not really, no.
Has there been any like disrespect towards you? Like,
Yes, certainly. I mean, for example, I basically work in a hospital, so my bosses were female in most cases, as director of nurses or senior vice president. But then I ran urgent care for DeKalb Medical for 10 years, and I had a male that was my boss then. But we had a great understanding. I mean, when he would get out of character, then he would tell me what to do. Like, that won't ever happen again. And I said, excuse me, but it will. So, I mean, we're human.
Yeah.
So, we had a great, sometimes he would out for a day or two, but we had a great relationship. He'd come in and say, I need to ask you about something. And he'd level out how he was feeling. Because I saw him do that to several females. And I'd say, you can't, that's not fair. You can't do that. These are my employees.
Yeah. Especially if you work with a lot of guys, because they're like, oh, hey, you're a girl. It's like, that's not good at all.
I got it easy. I'm a guy. I'm not gonna lie. I'm pretty privileged.
I don't know. I work in real estate, so it's kind of like girls and guys are kind of everybody's kind of like on their own accord, and everybody has to do what they need to do to make their deals work. But I feel like sometimes because I am in real estate, I have to negotiate contracts. A lot of clients may feel like because I'm a girl, I won't negotiate like a guy would.
Man's job.
Yeah. So a guy may be more aggressive in my field, and I don't know. I'm really like, hey, this is the deal. You can take it or leave it. As to where I'm not going to jump down somebody's throat to make a deal work.
Aside from the example, I mean, you did.
Yeah, just in general. I think like I'm in the entertainment business now. I do a lot of. I'm a comedian, and I as you can tell, I'm making so many jokes. But there's always like my workplace is the stage and performance, and interacting with like just other males. It's always like you know what they're thinking the minute you walk in, and it's like I have to go further to prove myself, and not just I have to disassociate from my image, because I know that they're only looking at me, the physical me, and so I feel like it makes me want to work twice as hard, and so I'm driven to just be the best, and like fuck all the people who are just looking at me, because that's not what it's about. So
Definitely.
but it took like a number of years. I've been out of college for 2016, just like 4 or 5 years, so it's been it is hard. It's still hard. It's every day, especially I'm from Los Angeles, and it's rampant in the entertainment world. But
is it different there than here?
I don't know what it's like here, but I know there's a lot of entertainment stuff here. This is like the new Hollywood, but it is still very like noticeable there. But there's a lot of women who are really putting their foot in and trying to like knock that stuff out. So there's a lot of good women role models that are out and about, and it's I feel the change, but it's still like it's a good time to be a woman, I think, but it's still we're facing a lot of the same stuff we've been facing forever.
Thank you so
very
so
much.